So I'm John. I've been detailing about 2.5 years. Going to my second winter detailing, and it's probably one of the best jobs I think I've ever had. Get to be by yourself, work at your own pace, and you know, for a person who has ADD, this is one of those things that really fulfills that itch. So my day usually begins, you know, wake up, grab a little coffee, check the jobber notifications to see who's on the list for the day, and then reach out to the client, let them know how long it's gonna take till I'm there. Arrive, greet them, you know, shake hands, how you doing? Then they kind of point out their main issues. Like for example, for this car, if you look right here, you'll see a couple of stains, things like that. So the client really wants these things to be removed. The rest of the car is not too bad, but that's how the day begins. In the wintertime, it's not too bad. I think the only thing that you got to focus on is just how to keep your extremities warm. So for example, you need gloves. Usually, right now I don't have them because it's just the beginning of the winter. And after a while, your body starts to adjust to being outside in the cold. You don't really feel it as much, but it makes it a little bit harder drying the water, you know, kind of keeping up a good pace, especially when it gets really cold. But all in all, wintertime is not too bad. I use a extractor. So I don't know if you guys can see this on the actual camera, but what you have here is a bunch of water stains, and you have some stains too. So the objective with the extractor is it pushes water in while pulling the dirt out. So it's like think of like a laundry, right? You're pushing the water in and pulling it out. So that helps remove the stains. Then of course you got your vacuum for the floors and stuff like this. My favorite thing to use, this is also an all-purpose type of thing. This helps with stains, this helps with dirt, this helps with literally everything. One of the best things I've used. Tough stuff. And then I also use a steamer for really tough stains like this. The steamer is basically boiling water that helps remove things like this that get caked into the fabrics. So usually the day starts out, I'll get in the van, check the Wings mobile app to see what I have for the day. So for example, today, so this is gonna get the full interior, including the shampoo, including you know, full vacuum, full wipe down, leather conditioning. You get everything with this one. And also on the outside, sealant, clay bar, wash, wax, all of that. Also, we have the deluxe, which is the more basic package. That's about the 150 package. That's for someone who doesn't really have stains on their fabric, who doesn't really need the leather conditioning and wants more to, you know, upkeep. So usually a detail will take 2 to 3 hours. It usually depends on the service. So say the higher the package, the longer it's going to take. So for this, for example, we're doing a shampoo. This is going to take 2 to 2.5 to 3 hours, no matter what, because you want to, you know, it's a lot more steps to the process. And then the outside will take about an hour. A little bit, it never usually takes as long on the outside as it does on the inside, because there's just less things to scrub. So usually in a day, we'll do 2 to 3 cars. In the wintertime, it slows down a little bit, so we'll do 2 cars. I've even had days when I've had 4 cars. It all depends. It really matters how you manage your time. You know, you can't be on your phone scrolling and stuff like that. You really, if you have 4 cars in a day, you want to be in, out, lock in, focus as much as you can, and then move on to the next one. So when I first started detailing, this guy, he actually watched us for 2 hours outside. He watched the entire from top to bottom detail. That never happens. That happened 1 time in 2 years. Most people don't want to observe you doing any of this because it would defeat the entire purpose of hiring you. Most days I got my headphones on, I'm, you know, zoned out. I don't really pay attention to the world. Clients never care about watching. The only thing they care about is if the job was done correctly and the job was done on point. So one of the most rewarding parts about detailing is you get to see a before and after of your own work. So think about a carpenter, right? They build houses and stuff, so they get to see nothing to something. I think like when you do something like this, when you're cleaning, honestly, when you're cleaning, most people feel it's very therapeutic. But I think for me, that's the most rewarding part. Like seeing the faces on it. I know it sounds cliche, but seeing some, you know, mother of four who had a giant minivan disaster, and then her coming out and be like, "Oh my God!" Well, it is really one of the most rewarding feelings. I know it sounds cliche, but it does make you feel really good about doing it. So we detail not only just cars. You know, the typical day you're gonna have a car, but we also do, you know, trucks. We do airplanes. We do, you know, sports cars, high-end vehicles. You know, there's been occasion we've done RVs, you know, trucks, things like that. So, you know, boats even. We're not limited to just cars. We try to service any vehicle you have. We're equipped to service any vehicle you have. If you guys are interested in detailing, you want to find the you know, the intricacies of how we do it, what we do, hit us with a subscribe and follow us, man.